The Monster Club. Sally was nervous today. Today was the first day at a new school. She had just moved to this small town of Cooper Pine with her parents. It was far away from all of Sally's friends. I'm feeling sick today, Sally told her mom at breakfast. She did not want to go to school. She was afraid that no one would like her. You look fine to me, her mom said. You better hurry up. You do not want to miss the bus on the first day of school. Sally sighed. She picked up her backpack and put on her lucky red watch. She groaned as she walked out the door. The day passed a blur. She was too nervous to meet new friends, and many kids ignored her anyway. After school, Sally walked along the swamp toward her house. The path grew dark under the tangled shadows of all the trees. Tall trees. Sally soon realized that she was lost. The trees looked all the same. There were no signs to point a way out of the swamp. Sally was scared, so she began to run and tripped over a log. She landed near a trail of slimy green footprint. What is that? She thought. She followed the footprint to the edge of the swamp. The bank was thick with reed and high grass. The trail of slime floated on the middle of the swamp. There was strange bubble floating out on the top of the water. Suddenly, a creature burst out of the water and landed on the swamp. The monster was dripping with big globs of slime from his head and shoulders. Its face was shaped like a snapping turtle. His small eyes were red and angry. Sally shrieked. At that moment, a tall boy with freak jumped out of the forest. He held a big red flashlight next to him was a small boy wearing bulky headphones. Both boys shouted, trying to draw the creature away from Sally. The creature turned toward the boys. The tall freak boy tried to blind the monster. He aimed a flashlight at his eyes. The monster swept at him with a powerful arm. The boy was knocked into the swamp. The monster turned to face the other boy. The boy walked up and blowed the creature. His bulky headphone blew up and down on his head. The monster looked at him curiously for a moment, and then roared loudly. The sound was so powerful it knocked the boy over. Make it bow, the tall fat boy shouted from the swamp. He threw the flashlight to Sally. Sally was shaking with fear, but she had an idea. She aimed the flashlight at her lucky red watch. The light reflected off the watch and struck the monster's eye. The surprised monster fell forward, tripping over the smaller boy. Sally couldn't believe her eyes. Water slipped out from the monster's head. The monster cried out as it dove back into the water. It swam away, leaving a thin trail of dark green slime behind it. The tall boy crawled out of the swamp. He was soaked. "Hey, thanks for helping us," he said. Kappas are pretty dangerous, by the way. I'm Tom. He is Kenji.
This is Kenji.
Sally looked his hand. "I'm Sally," she said. "What is Kappa?" "A Japanese monster," Kenji said. They can be defeated if you spill the water out of their head. Copper Pine is full of them. We are part of a club that fights them. Our club is called the MC. That's short for Monster Club." Sally looked at Tom and then at Kenji. "I'm new in town. I don't know anyone," she said, "but I can help you get rid of this gross creature." The two boys glanced at each other. We've never had a girl in our club," Kenji said.
What do you think, Tom?
What do you think, Tom? "Well, her move with the flashlight and her watch was pretty good," Tom said. The boys were quiet for a moment. Then the voice
Tom
said, I say we give her a try. You're in." Sally was happy. She had just made her first friends. "The Kappas aren't the only monster in Copper Pine," Kenji said. "There's lots of other kinds too. It's pretty weird here sometimes." Sally got hurt. Maybe joining this club was a big mistake, she thought to herself. But it will be a great adventure.